everyone, 미리암쌤의 내영법 이미리암입니다. 일단 제가 한 문장을 읽고 학생분이 다시 따라 읽고 그리고 해석을 보면서 넘어가도록 할게요. 시작해 볼게요.
He has a camera. She's waiting for a taxi. It's a beautiful day. Richie works in a bank. Can I ask a question? I don't have a computer. There's a woman at the bus stop. Do you want an apple or a banana? I'm going to buy a hat and umbrella. There was an interesting program on TV last night. Can I have another cup of coffee? The sun is a star. I'm a dentist. Football is a game. Dallas is a city in Texas. A mouse is an animal. It's a small animal. Joe is a very nice person. What do you do? I'm a dentist. What does Mark do? He's an engineer. Would you like to be a teacher? Beethoven was a composer. Picasso was a famous painter. Are you a student? Do you wear glasses? Where are the scissors? I need them. I need a new pair of jeans. I need some new jeans. She's a nice person. They're nice people. A lot of people speak English. I like the people here. They're very friendly. The police want to talk to anybody who saw the accident. I've got a car. New cars are very expensive. There aren't many cars in the parking lot. We can't get into the house without a key. I have some money. There isn't much money in the box. Money isn't everything. A bottle of water, a bar of soap, a piece of cheese, a carton of milk, a bottle of perfume. A bowl of rice, a piece of music, a game of tennis. I need a new car. Would you like an apple? I need some new shoes. Would you like some apples? I need some water. Would you like some cheese? Nicole bought a hat, some shoes, and some perfume. I read the newspaper, made some phone calls, and listened to some music. I want something to read. I'm going to buy a paper. I want to make a shopping list. I need some paper. Can I talk to you? I need some advice. I'm going to buy some bread. They've got some very nice furniture in their house. Sylvia has very long hair. I'd like some information about hotels in Mexico City. Listen, I've got some good news. It's nice weather today. Do you like your job? Yes, but it's hard work. I've got a new job. Can you open a window? I have a car. I'm going to wash the car tomorrow. Can I ask a question? Can you repeat the question, please? Is there a hotel near here? We enjoyed our vacation. The hotel was very nice. Paris is an interesting city. Paris is the capital of France. Lisa is a student. Lisa is the youngest student in her class. I bought a jacket and a shirt. The jacket was cheap, but the shirt was expensive. Where's Tom? In the kitchen. Turn off the light and close the door. Do you live far from the airport? I'd like to speak to the manager, please. What is the name of this street? Who is the best player on your team? Can you tell me the time, please? My office is on the first floor. Do you live near the airport? Excuse me, where's the nearest bank? We live on the same street. Are these two books different? No, they are the same. The sky is blue and the sun is shining. Do you live in the city or in the country? My brother is a soldier. He's in the army. What do you think of the police? Did they do a good job? Write your name at the top of the page. My house is at the end of this block. The table is in the middle of the room. Do you drive on the right or on the left in your country? Paula is learning to play the piano. I listen to the radio a lot. Do you use the internet much? I watch TV a lot. What's on television tonight? Can you turn off the television? What did you have for breakfast? Dinner is ready. I'm not working next week. Did you take a vacation last summer? She's at work. They're going to school. He's in bed. Bye, I'm going to work now. I finish work at 5 every day. What did you learn at school today? Some children don't like school. Helen wants to go to college when she finishes high school. What did you study in college? I can't talk now. I have to go to class. I'll be in class until 5 today. I'll call you when I get out. Why is he in prison? What did he do? David usually goes to church on Sundays. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Where's Jane? She's in bed. I'm tired. I'm going home. Are you going out tonight or are you staying home? I never go to the theater, but I go to the movies a lot. Are you going to the bank? No, to the post office. The number 5 bus goes to the airport. The number 8 goes to the train station. You're not well. Why don't you go to the doctor? I have to go to the dentist tomorrow. I like music. I hate exams. I don't like cold weather. I like music, especially classical music. We don't eat meat very often. Life is not possible without water. Do you know where I can buy free newspapers? I'm not very good at writing letters. My favorite sports are tennis and skiing. Do you think English is difficult? Tom's brother is studying physics and chemistry. Flowers are beautiful. I love your garden. The flowers are beautiful. I don't like cold weather. The weather isn't very good today. We don't eat fish very often. We had a great meal last night. The fish was excellent. Are you interested in history? Do you know much about the history of your country? Quebec is a province of Canada. Bangkok is the capital of Thailand. Hawaii is an island in the Pacific. Peru is in South America. Kevin lives on Central Avenue. Where is Main Street, please? Times Square is in New York. O'Hare International Airport, Harvard University, Pennsylvania Station, Yosemite National Park. The Ritz Hotel, the National Theater, the Metropolitan Museum, the Odeon, the Taj Mahal, the Lincoln Memorial. The Museum of Modern Art, the Great Wall of China, the University of California, the Statue of Liberty. I've been to the north of Italy, but not to the south. Do you like this picture? These flowers are for you. Do you like that picture? Who are those people? This hotel is expensive, but it's very nice. Who's that girl? I don't know. Do you like these shoes? I bought them last week. Those apples look nice. Can I have one? This is a nice hotel, but it's very expensive. Excuse me, is this your bag? Oh yes, thank you. Who's that? Which shoes do you like better, these or those? I'm sorry, I forgot to call you. That's alright. That was a really nice meal. Thank you very much. You're a teacher, aren't you? Yes, that's right. Mark has a new job. He does? I didn't know that. I'm going on vacation next week. Oh, that's nice. Hi Sarah, this is David. Is this Sarah? Brian, this is Chris. Hello Chris, nice to meet you. These chocolates are good. Would you like one? I need a pen. Do you have one? Is there a bank near here? Yes, there's one on the corner. Which one do you want? This one. Which ones do you want? The white ones. Which car is yours? This one or that one? Which flowers do you want? These or those? Which hotel did you stay at? The one near the airport. I found this key. Is it the one you lost? Which books are yours? The ones on the table. I found these keys. Are they the ones you lost? I don't like the black coat, but I like the brown one. I don't like the red shoes, but I like the green ones. Don't buy the camera, buy the other one. Don't buy those apples, buy the other ones. This cup is dirty. Can I have a clean one? These cups are dirty. Can we have some clean ones? My shoes are very old. I'm going to buy some new ones. I have some money. I don't have any money. I'm going to buy some clothes. I'm not going to buy any clothes. There's some ice in the fridge. There isn't any milk in the fridge. We made some mistakes. We didn't make any mistakes. Is there any ice in the fridge? Does he have any friends? Do you need any help? Would you like some coffee? Yes, please. Can I have some soup, please? Yes, help yourself. Can you lend me some money? Sure, how much do you need? I didn't take any pictures, but Jane took some. You can have some coffee, but I don't want any. I just made some coffee. Would you like some? Where's your luggage? I don't have any. Are these any cookies? Yes, there are some in the kitchen. She said something. She didn't say anything. I saw somebody. I didn't see anybody. Would you like something to eat? Are you doing anything tonight? Somebody's at the door. Where's Sue? Has anybody seen her? The parking lot is empty. There aren't any cars in the parking lot. There are no cars in the parking lot. How many cars are there in the parking lot? None. There aren't any cars in the parking lot. Tracy and Jeff don't have any children. You can have some coffee, but I don't want any. There are no cars in the parking lot. We have no coffee. It's a nice house, but there's no garage. They don't have any children. They have no children. There isn't any sugar in your coffee. There's no sugar in your coffee. You have no money. Everything was okay. There were no problems. How much money do you have? None. Were there any problems? No, none. How many people did you meet? None. Who did you meet? No one, nobody. There isn't anybody in the room. There isn't anything in the bag. There's nobody in the room. There's nothing in the bag. Who is in the room? Nobody, no one. What's in the bag? Nothing. I don't know anybody here. I can't remember anything. I'm lonely. I have nobody to talk to. The house is empty. There's no one in it. She said nothing. There's nothing to it. The house is empty. Nobody lives there. Nothing happened. Who did you speak to? No one. What did you say? Nothing. He doesn't know anything. Don't tell anybody. There's nothing to do in this town. Somebody has broken the window. She has got something in her mouth. Tom lives somewhere in Chicago. There's somebody at the door. Is there anybody at the door? There isn't anybody at the door. There's nobody at the door. Lucy said something, but I didn't understand what she said. Are you doing anything this weekend? I was angry, but I didn't say anything. What did you say? Nothing. Ruth's parents live somewhere in Southern California. Did you go anywhere interesting on vacation? I'm staying here. I'm not going anywhere. I don't like this town. There's nowhere to go. Did you meet anybody interesting at the party? We always go to the same place. Let's go somewhere different. What's in that letter? It's nothing important. I'm hungry. I want something to eat. Tony doesn't have anybody to talk to. There's nowhere to go in this town. Every house on this street is the same. All the houses on the street are the same. Sarah has been to every country in Europe. Every summer we take a vacation at the beach. She looks different every time I see her. Every house on the street is the same. Every country has a national flag. Every student in the class passed the exam. All the students in the class passed the exam. Every country has a national flag. All countries have a national flag. It rained every day last week. It rained all day yesterday. Bill watches TV for about 2 hours every night. On Monday, I watched TV all night. Everybody needs friends. Do you have everything you need? I lost my watch. I've looked everywhere for it. Children like to play. Money isn't everything. I enjoy reading books. Everybody needs friends. Where are the children? I want to buy a car, but I don't have the money. Have you read these books? I often go out with my friends. Most children like to play. Most of the children at this school are under 11 years old. I don't want any money. I don't want any of this money. Some books are better than others. Some of these books are very old. He has no friends. None of my friends live near me. All cities have the same problems. Most people drive too fast. Some birds can't fly. All the students in our class passed the exam. Sylvia has lived in Miami all her life. You can have some of this cake, but not all of it. Do you know those people? Most of them, but not all of them. Some of us are going out tonight. Why don't you come with us? I've got a lot of books, but I haven't read any of them. Rebecca has 2 children. Both are married. Would you like tea or coffee? You can have either. Do you want to go to the movies or the theater? Neither. I want to stay home. Would you like tea or coffee? Either. It doesn't matter. I don't want either. Neither. Last year, I went to Miami and Seattle. I liked both cities very much. First, I worked in an office and later in a store. Neither job was very interesting. There are two ways to get to the airport. You can go either way. Neither of my parents is Canadian. I haven't read either of these books. I like both of those pictures. I like both those pictures. Both of Paul's sisters are married. Both Paul's sisters are married. Neither of Paul's sisters is married. Paul has got two sisters. Both of them are married. Sue and I didn't eat anything. Neither of us was hungry. Who are those two people? I don't know either of them. Did you buy much food? Did you buy many books? We don't have much luggage. We don't know many people. How much money do you want? How many photos did you take? Do you have any money? I have some, but not much. Did you take any photos? I took some, but not many. We bought a lot of food. We bought a lot of books. Paula doesn't have a lot of free time. Did I ask a lot of questions? There's a lot of food, money, water. There are a lot of trees, shops, people. A lot of people speak English. Do you drink much coffee? I don't drink much coffee. I drink a lot of coffee. Do you drink much coffee? Yes, a lot. We have many friends. We have a lot of friends. We don't have many friends. We don't have a lot of friends. Do you have many friends? Do you have a lot of friends? Donna spoke to me, but she didn't say much. Do you watch TV much? No, not much. We like movies, so we go to the movies a lot. I don't like him very much. She didn't eat anything, but she drank a little water. I speak a little Spanish. Can you speak Spanish? A little. Excuse me, I have to make a few phone calls. We're going away for a few days. I speak a few words of Spanish. Do you have any stamps? Yes, a few. Do you want one? There was a little food in the fridge. It was almost empty. Dan is very thin because he eats very little. There were few people in the theater. It was almost empty. Your English is very good. You make very few mistakes. They have a little money. They are not poor. They have a little money. They are very poor. I have a few friends, so I'm not lonely. I'm sad and I'm lonely. I have a few friends. It's a nice day today. Laura has brown eyes. There's a very old church in this town. Do you like Italian food? I don't speak any foreign languages. There are some beautiful yellow flowers in the garden. They live in a modern house. Have you met any famous people? The weather is nice today. These flowers are very beautiful. Are you cold? Should I close the window? I'm hungry. Can I have something to eat? The movie wasn't very good. It was boring. Please be quiet. I'm reading. You look tired. Yes, I feel tired. You sound happy. It smells good. It tastes good. You look tired. Yes, I feel tired. Gary told me about his new job. It sounds very interesting. I'm not going to eat this fish. It doesn't smell good. He ate his dinner very quickly. Suddenly the shot fell down. The train stopped suddenly. I opened the door slowly. Please listen carefully. I understand you perfectly. It's raining heavily. Sue is very quiet. Sue speaks very quietly. Be careful. Listen carefully. It was a bad game. Our team played badly. I felt nervous. I waited nervously. Sue's job is very hard. Sue works very hard. Ben is a fast runner. Ben can run fast. The bus was late. The bus was early. I went to bed late. I went to bed early. Your English is very good. It was a good game. You speak English very well. Our team played well. How are you? I'm very well, thank you. And you? Rome is old, but Athens is older. Is it cheaper to go by car or by train? Helen wants a bigger car. This coat is okay, but I think the other one is nicer. Don't take the bus. It's easier to take a taxi. How far is it to the station? A mile? No, it's farther, about 2 miles. You should be more careful. I don't like my job. I want to do something more interesting. Is it more expensive to go by car or by train? The weather wasn't very good yesterday, but it's better today. Do you feel better today? No, I feel worse. Which is worse, a headache or a toothache? I'm taller than you. The Capitol Hotel is more expensive than the Grand Hotel. She's taller than him. Athens is older than Rome. Are oranges more expensive than bananas? It's easier to take a taxi than to take the bus. How are you today? Not bad, better than yesterday. The restaurant is more crowded than usual. I can run faster than him. I can run faster than he can. You're a better singer than me. You're a better singer than I am. I got up earlier than her. I got up earlier than she did. How much did your shoes cost? $50? No, more than that. The movie was very short, less than an hour. They've got more money than they need. You go out more than me. Box A is a little bigger than box B. Box C is much bigger than box D. Sue is a little older than Gary. She's 25 and he's 24. The hotel was much more expensive than I expected. You go out much more than me. I'm 93. I'm 96. She's old, but she's not as old as he is. Box A isn't as big as box B. Rome is not as old as Athens. The Grand Hotel isn't as expensive as the Western. I don't play soccer as often as you. The weather is better than it was yesterday. It isn't as cold. I don't have as much money as you. I don't know as many people as you. I don't go out as much as you. Rome is not as old as Athens. Athens is older than Rome. Tennis isn't as popular as soccer. Soccer is more popular than tennis. I don't go out as much as you. You go out more than me. She's not as old as him. She's not as old as he is. You don't work as hard as me. You don't work as hard as I do. The weather today is the same as yesterday. My hair is the same color as yours. I arrived at the same time as Tim. Box A is bigger than box B. Box A is bigger than all the other boxes. Box A is the biggest box. The Best West Motel is more expensive than the Sleep Inn. The Best West Motel is more expensive than all the other motels in town. The Best West Motel is the most expensive hotel in town. The church is very old. It's the oldest building in the town. What is the longest river in the world? Money is important, but it isn't the most important thing in life. Excuse me, where is the nearest bank? Ken is a good player, but he isn't the best on the team. The movie was very bad. I think it's the worst movie I've ever seen. What is the most unusual thing you've ever done? I only have $2, not enough for a taxi. She isn't going to take a taxi. She doesn't have enough money. He can't reach the shelf. He isn't tall enough. Is there enough salt in this soup? Yes, it's fine. Why don't you buy a car? You've got enough money. I've got some money, but not enough to buy a car. Would you like some more to eat? No thanks, I've had enough. You're always at home. You don't go out enough. Do you want to go swimming? No, it isn't warm enough. Can you hear the radio? Is it loud enough for you? Don't buy that coat. It's nice, but it isn't long enough. This sweater isn't big enough for me. I don't have enough money for a new car. I don't have enough money to buy a new car. Is your English good enough to have a conversation? There aren't enough chairs for everybody to sit down. The shoes are too big for him. There's too much sugar in it. It's too loud. Can you turn the radio down? I can't work. I'm too tired. I think you work too hard. I don't like the weather here. There's too much rain. Let's go to another restaurant. There are too many people here. Emily studies all the time. I think she studies too much. Traffic is a problem in this town. There are too many cars. The hat is too big for him. The radio is too loud. Can you turn it down, please? There's too much sugar in my coffee. I don't feel very well. I ate too much. The hat isn't big enough for him. The radio isn't loud enough. Can you turn it up, please? There is not enough sugar in coffee. You're very thin. You don't eat enough. These shoes are too big for me. It's a small house, too small for a large family. I'm too tired to go out. It's too cold to sit outside. She speaks too fast for me to understand. Sue reads a newspaper every day. He speaks English very well. I like Italian food very much. Did you watch television all night? Paul often wears a black hat. We invited a lot of people to the party. I opened the door slowly. Why do you always make the same mistake? I'm going to borrow some money from the bank. We went to a party last night. Lisa walks to work every day. Will you be at home tonight? I usually go to bed early. We arrived at the airport at 7. Dave lived in the same house for 20 years. Joe's father has been in the hospital since June. My brother never speaks to me. She's always late. Do you often go to a restaurant? I sometimes eat too much. Don't forget to call Laura. I've already called her. I've got 3 sisters. They are all married. I always drink coffee in the morning. Helen often goes to Chicago on business. You sometimes look unhappy. They usually have dinner at 7. We rarely watch television. Richard is a good swimmer. He also plays tennis and volleyball. I've got 3 sisters. They all live in the same city. I'm always tired. They're never at home during the day. It's usually very cold here in the winter. When I was a child, I was often late for school. Where's Laura? She's still in bed. I've got 2 brothers. They're both doctors. I will always remember you. It doesn't often rain here. Do you usually drive to work? I can never find my keys. Have you ever been to Egypt? Did the phone just ring? The children have all finished their homework. An hour ago, it was raining. The rain hasn't stopped. It is still raining now. I had a lot to eat, but I'm still hungry. Did you sell your car? No, I still have it. Do you still live in Los Angeles? No, I live in San Francisco now. Bill will be here soon. "20 minutes ago, they were waiting for Bill." Where's Bill? He's very late. They're still waiting for Bill. Bill hasn't come yet. Where's Emma? She isn't here yet. What are you doing tonight? I don't know yet. Are you ready to go yet? Not yet, in a minute. Have you decided what to do yet? No, I'm still thinking about it. She hasn't left yet. She's still here. I haven't finished my homework yet. I'm still doing it. What time is Joe coming? He's already here. I'm going to tell you what happened. That's not necessary. I already know it. Sarah isn't coming to the movies with us. She has already seen the film. I gave the keys to Sarah. I gave Sarah the keys. That's my book. Give it to me. These are Sue's keys. Can you give them to her? Can you give these flowers to your mother? I lent my car to a friend of mine. Did you send a postcard to Kate? We've seen these pictures. You showed them to us yesterday. Give me that book. It's mine. Tom gave his mother some flowers. I lent Joe some money. How much money did you lend him? I sent you an email. Did you get it? Nicole showed us her vacation photos. Can you pass me the salt, please? I bought my mother some flowers. Can you get me a newspaper when you go out? I gave the keys to Sarah. I gave Sarah the keys. That's my book. Can you give it to me? Can you give me that book? I gave it to her. Here are the keys. Give them to your father. The car stopped and the driver got out. We stayed at home and watched television. My sister is married and lives in Houston. He doesn't like her and she doesn't like him. I bought a newspaper, but I didn't read it. It's a nice house, but it doesn't have a garage. Do you want to go out or are you too tired? I got home, had something to eat, sat down in an armchair, and fell asleep. Karen is at work, Sue has gone shopping, and Chris is playing football. It was very hot, so I opened the window. Joe plays a lot of sports, so he is very fit. They don't like to travel, so they haven't been to many places. I opened the window because it was very hot. Joe can't come to the party because he's leaving town. Lisa is hungry because she didn't have a breakfast. Because it was very hot, I opened the window. It was late and I was tired, so I went to bed. I love New York, but I wouldn't like to live there because it's too big. When I went out, it was raining. It was raining when I went out. When you are tired, don't drive. Don't drive when you're tired. Helen was 25 when she got married. When Helen got married, she was 25. Always look both ways before you cross the street. Before you cross the street, always look both ways. While I was waiting for the bus, it began to rain. It began to rain while I was waiting for the bus. He never played football again after he broke his leg. After he broke his leg, he never played football again. Next week, Sarah is going to New York. She has a friend, Lisa, who lives in New York, but Lisa is also going away to Mexico. So they won't see each other in New York. Lisa will be in Mexico when Sarah is in New York. When I get home tonight, I'm going to take a shower. I can't talk to you now. I'll talk to you later when I have more time. Please close the window before you go out. Rachel is going to stay in our apartment while we are away. I'll wait here until you come back. If we take the bus, it will be cheaper. We will get there more quickly if we take a taxi. Should we take the bus or a taxi? If we take the bus, it will be cheaper. If you don't hurry, you will miss the train. If you're hungry, have something to eat. If the phone rings, can you answer it, please? It will be cheaper if you take the bus. You will miss the train if you don't hurry. I'm going to the concert if I can get a ticket. Is it okay if I use your phone? Are you going to the concert? Yes, if I can get a ticket. If you see Anne tomorrow, can you ask her to call me? If I'm late tonight, don't wait for me. What should we do if it rains? If I don't feel well tomorrow, I'll stay home. Are you going out later? Maybe if I go out, I'll close the windows. Are you going out later? Yes, I am. When I go out, I'll close the windows. When I get home tonight, I'm going to take a shower. If I'm late tonight, don't wait for me. We're going to play basketball if it doesn't rain. If he had the money, he would buy a fast car. He would buy a car if he had the money. I don't know the answer. If I knew the answer, I'll tell you. It's raining, so we're not going out. Would get wet if it went out. Jane lives in a city. She likes cities. She wouldn't be happy if she lived in the country. If you didn't have a job, what would you do? If we had a car, we could travel more. I'm sorry, I can't help you. I'd help you if I could. It's not a very nice place. I wouldn't go there if I were you. It would be nice if the weather was better. What would Tom do if he were here? I want to go and see Helen. If I have time, I'll go today. I like that jacket. I'll buy it if it isn't too expensive. I'll help you if I can. I want to go and see Helen. If I had time, I would go today. I like that jacket, but it's very expensive. I'd buy it if it wasn't so expensive. I'd help you if I could, but I can't. I can't speak 6 languages. I met a woman. She can't speak 6 languages. I met a woman who can speak 6 languages. Jack was wearing a hat. It was too big for him. Jack was wearing a hat that was too big for him. Jack was wearing a hat which was too big for him. A thief is a person who steals things. Do you know anybody who can play the piano? The man who called didn't give his name. The people who work in the office are very friendly. An airplane is a machine that flies. Emma lives in a house that is 100 years old. The people that work in the office are very friendly. An airplane is a machine which flies. Emma lives in a house which is 100 years old. Do you remember the women who played the piano at the party? The man is carrying a bag. It's very heavy. The bag he is carrying is very heavy. Kate wants some money. What is she going to do with it? What is Kate going to do with the money she won? The man was carrying a bag. The bag he was carrying. Kate won some money. The money Kate won. You wanted some books. The books you wanted. We met some people. The people we met. Did you find the books you wanted? The people we met were very friendly. Everything I said was true. The movie we saw was very good. Eve is talking to a man. Do you know the man Eve is talking to? We stayed at a hotel. The hotel we stayed at was near the station. I told you about some books. These are the books I told you about. The hotel where we stayed was near the station. I met a woman who can speak 6 languages. Jack was wearing a hat that was too big for him. I start work at 8 in the morning. The banks close at 5. I can't sleep at night. I'm taking a trip at the end of October. Bye, see you on Friday. See you Friday. Do you work on Sundays? Do you work Sundays? The concert is on November 20. The concert is November 20. I'm leaving on Friday night. I'm leaving Friday night. They like to eat out on the weekend. They like to eat out on weekends. I'm taking a trip in October. Amy was born in 1988. The park is beautiful in the fall. Do you often go out in the evening? What are you doing this weekend? We go on vacation every summer. Last summer we went to Europe. I'm leaving next Monday. Hurry, the train leaves in 5 minutes. Bye, I'll see you in a few days. We lived in Japan from 1996 to 2005. I work from Monday to Friday. We lived in Japan from 1996 until 2005. They're leaving town tomorrow. They'll be away until Friday. I went to bed early, but I wasn't tired. I read a book until 3 a.m. Wait here until I come back. Wait here till I come back. How long will you be away? Until Monday. When are you coming back? On Monday. Joe is in the hospital. He has been in the hospital since Monday. Sue and Dave have been married since 2002. It has been raining since I arrived. We lived in Japan from 1996 to 2005. We lived in Japan until 2005. Now we live in Denver. We came back to Denver in 2005. We have lived in Denver since 2005. Joel has been in the hospital for 3 days. Gary stayed with us for 3 days. I'm going away for a few weeks. I'm going away for the weekend. They've been married for 10 years. before the movie, after the movie, during the movie. Everybody feels nervous before a test. I fell asleep during the movie. We were tired after our visit to the museum. Before we played, while we were playing, after we played. Don't forget to close the window before you go out. I often fall asleep while I'm reading. They watched TV after they did the dishes. We didn't speak during the meal. We didn't speak while we were eating. We played basketball for 2 hours. I always have breakfast before going to work. After doing the dishes, they watched TV. Before eating the apple, I washed it carefully. I started work after reading the newspaper. Where is David? In the kitchen. In the garden. In Seoul. What's in that box? What's in that bag? What's in that closet? Rachel works in a store. In a bank. In a factory. I went for a swim in the river. In the pool. In the ocean. Milan is in the north of Italy. Naples is in the south. There's somebody at the bus stop. At the door. The car is waiting at the traffic light. Jane is working at her desk. Write your name at the top of the page. My house is at the end of the street. There are some books on the shelf and some pictures on the wall. There are a lot of apples on those trees. Don't sit on the grass. It's wet. There's a stamp on the envelope. Who is that man on the motorcycle? Where's Kate? She's in bed. David's father is sick. He's in the hospital. I like to look at the stars in the sky at night. What's the largest city in the world? I read about the accident in the newspaper. You look sad in this photograph. Did you come here in your car? There's a big tree in the middle of the yard. Where's Kate? She's at work. Do you want me to meet you at the station? I saw your brother at the post office today. Where were you yesterday? And my sisters. I saw Tom at the doctor's. Is Tom at home? Is Tom home? We stayed at a nice hotel. We stayed in a nice hotel. She's at school. Where's your sister? Is she at home? No, she's at school. Does your sister have a job? No, she's still in school. Did you come here on the bus? The office is on the second floor. I met Anne on the way to work. On the way home. My brother lives on a nice street. We're going to New York on Sunday. I want to go to Mexico next year. We walked from my house to the mall. What time do you go to bed? The bus is going to the airport. Karen didn't go to work yesterday. I went to a party last night. We'd like you to come to our house. The Statue of Liberty is in New York City. My brother lives in Mexico. I like to read in bed. The bus is at the airport. Sarah wasn't at work yesterday. I met a lot of people at the party. Helen stayed at her brother's house. I'm tired. I'm going home. Did you walk home? I'm staying home tonight. Dan doesn't go to an office. He works at home. They arrived in Brazil last week. What time did you arrive at the hotel? What time did you get to the hotel? What time did you get to Tokyo? I was tired when I got home. I was tired when I arrived home. Alice is beside Bob. Alice is next to Bob. Bob is between Alice and Carla. Don is in front of Bob. Eric is in back of Bob. Alice is on the left. Carla is on the right. Bob is in the middle. Anne is sitting in front of Bruce. Anne is sitting across from Chris. Chris is sitting across from Anne. Who is that man standing by the window? Our house is by the ocean. If you feel cold, why don't you sit by the fire? The cat is under the table. The girl is standing under a tree. I'm wearing a jacket under my coat. A is above the line. The pictures are above the shelves. B is below the line. The shelves are below the pictures. Jane is going to France next week. We walked from the hotel to the station. A lot of English words come from Latin. We jumped into the water. A man came out of the house and got into a car. Why are you looking out of the window? I took the old batteries out of the radio. I put new batteries in the radio. Don't put your feet on the table. Please take your feet off the table. I'm going to hang some pictures on the wall. Be careful, don't fall off your bicycle. We got on the bus downtown. We walked up the hill to the house. Be careful, don't fall down the stairs. The plane flew over the mountains. I jumped over the wall into the garden. Some people say it is unlucky to walk under a ladder. A bird flew into the room through a window. The old highway goes through the town. The new road goes around the town. The bus stop is just around the corner. I walked around the town and took some pictures. I was walking along the road with my dog. Let's go for a walk along the river. The dog swam across the river. They walked past me without speaking. Excuse me, how do I get to the hospital? Go along this street, past the movie theater, under the bridge, and the hospital is on the left. Jane isn't at work this week. She's on vacation. We watched the news on television. I spoke to Rachel on the phone last night. The house is on fire. Call the fire department. Was the train late? No, it was on time. Lisa got married at 21. A car uses more gas at 70 miles an hour than at 55. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Do you like traveling by train? Jane usually goes to work by bike. You can't get there by car.
You have to go on foot. Have you read any books by Charles Dickens? Who is that painting by? Picasso? I was bitten by a dog. Did you stay at a hotel or with friends? Wait for me. Please don't go without me. Do you like your coffee with or without milk? I cut the paper with a pair of scissors. Do you know that man with the beard? I'd like to have a house with a big yard. Some people talk about their work all the time. There was a program about volcanoes on TV last night. Did you see it? I'm fed up with my job. I'm not very good at math. He's afraid of me. Are you afraid of dogs? Why are you mad at me? What did I do? Are you angry about last night? Lisa is very different from her sister. I'm fed up with my job. I want to do something different. The room was full of people. Are you good at math? Tina is very bad at tennis. I'm not interested in sports. Sue is married to a dentist. It was kind of you to help us. Thank you very much. David is very friendly. He's always very nice to me. I'm afraid I can't help you. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry for not calling you yesterday. I feel sorry for them. They're in a very difficult situation. I'm not very good at telling stories. Are you fed up with doing the same thing every day? Thank you for helping me. Mark is thinking of buying a new car. Tom left without saying goodbye. After doing the housework, they went shopping. A man stopped me and asked me for money.
Does this book belong to you? I can't find my pen. What's happened to it? Listen to this music. It's great. He's looking at his watch. Look at these flowers. They're beautiful. Why are you looking at me like that? She's lost her key. She's looking for it. I'm looking for Sarah. Have you seen her? Did you talk to Paul about the problem? Can I speak to Chris, please? When Pat is at work, a friend of hers takes care of her children. Don't lose this book. Take care of it. Thank you very much for your help. He never thinks about other people. Mark is thinking of buying a new computer. Wait for me. I'm almost ready. I tried calling the company, but they didn't answer, so I wrote to them. I have to call my parents tonight. Could you use your cell phone when you were in Europe? No, my friends and family emailed me instead of calling. Let Sam know where to meet us. Email or text him before he leaves to work. Do you like eating in restaurants? Sometimes it depends on the restaurant. Do you want to come out with us? It depends where you're going. Kate opened the door of the car and got in. I waited outside the store. I didn't go in. I went to the window and looked out. A car stopped and a woman got out. The bus came and I got on. Be careful, don't fall off. She stood up and left the room. I usually get up early. We looked up at the stars in the sky. The picture fell down. Would you like to sit down? Lie down on the floor. The thief ran away. Emma got into the car and drove away. Tim has gone away for a few days. Go away and don't come back. We went out for dinner and then went back to our hotel. Tim is away. He will be back on Monday. There was an empty seat, so he moved over. I was tired of driving and pulled over. Somebody shouted my name, so I turned around. Put on your coat. Put your coat on. Take off your shoes. Take your shoes off. Put it on. Take them off. It was cold, so I put on my coat. Here's your coat. Put it on. I'm going to take off my shoes. Your shoes are dirty. Take them off. It was dark, so I turned on the light. I don't want to watch this program. You can turn it off. Those are my keys on the floor. Can you pick them up for me? I stopped reading and put my book down. You can take my umbrella, but please bring it back. I took my new sweater back to the store. It was too smart for me. I have Rachel's keys. I have to give them back to her. I read the letter and then put it back in the envelope.